I'm Tung Shu. I'm from Houston, Texas, United States. I'm a urologist. Today I have the pleasure to give you a quick brief summary about robotic subinguinal varicocelectomy. Now, varicocele is something that urologists treat because sometimes it may lead to infertility issues and also decreasing testicular size. There are different approaches. I don't want to bore you with that, but there are high rigid perineal approaches, or there are inguinal approaches and subinguinal microscopic approaches. My involvement with varicocelectomy started in 2001. You see, back then we had one of the first 3 commercially available robots at the time in the world, and we did not know how to use the robot. So we had to find cases to learn how to use the robot. At that time, there were only 3 arms: 1 for the camera, 2 for the procedure. Also, there were no hot scissors at the time. So one of the procedures I felt we could do is varicocelectomy. So this is actually a video from 2001 that we did it. So my involvement in varicocelectomy started early, not necessarily microscopic, but robotically. And later on, obviously, I learned from the literature that varicocelectomy is probably better suited to be done with the microscopic approach and the subinguinal approach. There's a better outcome in the literature. Microscope was started in 1975, and urologists embraced that very quickly to do varicocelectomy. And this is one of the videos doing microscopic varicocelectomy from one of my partners. There's a problem with tremors and the 2-dimensional view, which is very challenging. And like George and Parvi was saying, that they were trained microscopically first. I was never trained microscopically, so it'd be very difficult for someone like me to do this particular procedure microscopically. Now, obviously, with the advent of robotic assisted surgery, we have increased dexterity, also the 3D image, and the different scales, so we can really control things much better. So in 2006, I challenged one of my microscopic surgery partners who does his surgeries, vasovasostomies and varicocelectomy microscopically. I challenged him and said, "Hey, I bet you can do this with a robot." So he said, "I don't see how you can do that." So I did it for him. And this is actually from initial, that particular case. We did the subinguinal incision, delivered a spinal cord as you would, and then I docked the robot on top of the patient, and we dissect the spinal cord to identify testicular artery, vas difference, basal arteries and vein. And this is a separation testicular artery and basal vas difference. And we tie out all the veins, and this is how varicocelectomy is done with a robot. And this is a quick video of it. We don't operate this fast in real life, but this is to show you a quick dissection. You can see the vas difference right there really quickly. Now, and right off the bat, we did 12 cases. We did our initial experiences, describe the technique perhaps, and determine if it's safe, is it feasible, can we reproduce this, and how effective it was. And we had 10 patients in the microscopic arm and robotic arm. We compared both arms, and then we saw all patients resume daily activity the very next day, full activity in 2 weeks, so no complication, no recurrence. Okay, so we really felt that we had something here. We can use this procedure very nicely. You can still use a microscope. You see, in the United States, there are probably more robots than microscope nowadays. In my hospital, we have 12 robots. We have 3 microscopes. So just that alone just tells you, want to use the robot more, there's going to be more time for robot than the microscope. This is something that I thought at the time that really would advance pretty quickly, but people did not embrace that idea at the time. As a matter of fact, when I turned in my paper initially, everybody rejected, told me I was crazy. So this is some later data in the past few years. I don't do too many of this. I'm a urology oncologist, but just because I was one of the first ones to do this, a lot of patients come to me to ask me to do this procedure. At the time, 2006, Ron Wan and I, we went and did about 3 cases of vasovasostomy, and we found it was really reproducible and feasible. So one of the challenges we have, because I'm not a microscopic surgeon, and doing this varicocele, is identify the testicular artery, all right? Because if you don't identify the testicular artery properly, you can damage the blood supply to the testicle. So I'm trying to bring something new every year. This is a technology I used last few years. I brought to the meeting last year. It's using ICG, indocyanide green. This is something that we can see it on the immunofluorescence. So what I want to do, just turn the room lights down, please. Thank you. So, one of the challenges I had faced was if I was to do this by myself, how can I identify the testicular artery? So, with the indocyanide green, I can actually inject to the patient and place a fluorescence camera on top of the spermatic cord. And then with this, I don't think I have to tell you what the testicular artery is. Now you know how what not to damage. I think this is the major advancement in terms of doing this in microscopic surgery or robotic surgery. I can totally identify the testicular artery without worrying that I can damage the blood supply. And after I tied off all the veins, I'll go ahead and repeat that again. Make sure I did not leave any veins behind, because you can just see blood flow in the veins. So with this, with the robotic assistance, not only I'm coming from a different way to look at this. I'm really thinking outside the box. Instead of being trained microscopically like the guys have done, I have no microscopic training, but I truly do feel like I can reproduce this procedure safely, efficaciously, and without the microscopic training. And this really opens the arena in the United States for the community urologists to do the surgeries without worrying too much about the techniques that he or she may not have learned because they have not gone through microscopic training. Okay? Now, like I was saying, every year I try to bring something new. So this year I'm trying to, I kind of briefly talked about this last year in our meetings, and I just want to clean it up a little bit, just kind of want to present this with the indocyanide green. So there are other microscopic surgeries that we do in urology that may not be considered microscopic. Well, one of the major things we do is nerve sparing prostatectomy during prostate cancer surgery. The cavernous nerves is what supports to help us with the erection. So during prostate surgery, we really want to save the nerves if we can. And we cannot see the nerves because they're microscopic, okay? We don't have microscopic vision. So what we do is, we know that they're associated with veins, so we'll call it neurovascular bundle. So what we're trying to do is spare the neurovascular bundle during the surgery so we can help maintain the potency after the surgery. Now, this is a quick video. The penis will be over here. This right here is the prostate. And what we typically do is open the endopelvic fascia right here with the cold scissors. And we really want not to use any energy. We want to let it bleed, because what happens is that if you use kind of energy, you can damage the vascular supply of the nerves. And this is how we typically do it without any aid. We just do it basically blind without naked eyes. And separate the prostate is right here. I don't know if y'all can see. So I'm separating the neurovascular bundle away from the prostate. So this is a pretty crude and not very sophisticated way to do it. But this is the only way we can do it. Now, with the indocyanide green, what I do is I give the injection. You can actually see the neurovascular bundle, because that's where the green is. The green is where the blood supply is. So you know the nerves are there. Now you can really make a really delicate surgery even better by identifying the neurovascular bundle and separate it from the prostate. Prostate is this structure right here. This is the prostate. And I'm separating the neurovascular bundle away from the prostate. And I can do the nerve sparing so much better because of this. And then one of the technology I try to use, what if we cannot spare the nerves? Back in 2001, in the late 90s, my partner at the time at Baylor, they described the technique using serial nerve graft and replace the cavernous nerve. You cannot save the cavernous nerve during the prostatectomy. Or what he did was take a piece of serial nerve, intra-op, and place in the space of a cavernous nerve and reanastomose it. And this way we can regenerate the cavernous nerve. Because cavernous nerve is not only important for erectile dysfunction, erection I should say, it's also important for continence after surgery. Well, unfortunately, in 2009, John Davis at MD Anderson did a somewhat randomized open label trial, showed that serial nerve did not work. All right, so we stopped doing it. Well, the reason why it did not work, we'll later find out, is because that when we take a serial nerve, it actually has astrocytes. And we know from my background is in tissue engineering, we know that astrocytes prevents tissue regeneration. So I believe that's the reason why the serial nerve graft did not work for us in a cavernous setting, cavernous nerve replacement setting. So this company called Astrogen developed a way to clean cavernous nerves. They call it Advanced Nerve Graft. This is an off-the-shelf product. You take it out of the freezer. Okay, it's deserialized. And this is a part of my research back when I was, my partner was at Harvard when we did initial research with patella, you can really clean a mechanically clean a nerve, so decellularize it, and there's no DM material. And then we'll take this nerve graft, basically, it's off the shelf product, you get it from the freezer, take it out, thaw it, you can place it into the body. The reason why, the initial study for this nerve graft was done what we call a Ranger study, basically extremity nerve injuries, and they replaced the gap with the Evans nerve graft. And the study at the time showed that the overall response rate at 89.5%, which is truly, truly amazing. So in 2007, I was one of the first ones, I was the first one in the world to use this nerve graft and technology in order to re-anastomose the gap between the cavernous nerves. This is the bladder right here, and the urethra is right here. And the cavernous, you can see this side, I did a nerve spring on the left side, but on the right side, I could not save the nerve because of how much bulkiness of the cancer there. So now what we're trying to do is somewhat of microsurgery. We're anastomose the suture into the cavernous nerves on both ends, and then to bridge the gap that we have lost because of surgery. And like I say, this is something I started doing in 2007. It's now 10 years later. I'm getting together all my data. I'm going to trying to get it done. Trying to get it published by AUA, hopefully. I'm not going to share with you initial data, but it looks pretty damn good. Anyways, with this, I just want to end my discussion with you today. And like I said, every year I try to bring something new. And this is my 10 years experience with the Evans nerve graft. Hopefully, I can share with you next year on my good results. Thank you.